guys, welcome back. Here you have it, our new camper. I'm so excited to bring you this video today. We have our new camper in hand, and honestly, I am more excited now than I ever have been. This thing is rugged. It can go off-road. It holds tons of water. It's got so much storage, and you know, this is more than what we could have ever asked for. This is the Mission Overland Summit, and this is the gray topo color. Super excited to show you guys around. It's super rugged, built really well. We've slept in it one night so far, just in the driveway, but more trips coming soon. Let's go ahead and just do the walk around because I'm super excited to show you everything. So right up front, we've got the max coupler hitch articulating, articulates 360 degrees, super cool. Double propane tanks, full spare tire. It's got a single jockey wheel up front. We've got a big storage cabinet here, which houses the fridge, which I'll get to here. Over here is the back of the slide-out kitchen. Here we've got some double pane acrylic windows. Huge ground clearance. This thing's got 22 inches of ground clearance with these beefy off-road tires. Outside shower. Show you that here in a little bit. We've got our water fill. This thing has 37 gallons of water capacity. Crazy, right? Furnace output. It has I know this looks like a sewer connection, but this is actually a connection that goes through the interior body, and you can use a zero breeze air conditioner hooked up to the outside. We do not have the zero breeze, but and here we got our 30 amp input. Super unique about this camper is it opens up like a tank. This thing opens straight up. I'll show you that here. And then the roof lifts up. On this side, we've got the OVS 270 awning. Super cool awning. We used to have a bat wing on our Escapade, as you've seen some videos on that. This one is built much better. It's all metal on the hinges, so I'll show you that here in a bit. It does have outdoor lighting on each side. Another window here. And then our outdoor kitchen goes there. And then the fridge here. All right, guys, let's start on the business end here. This is where the Truma refrigerator is and our outside kitchen. Super cool. So in this cabinet, we open that up. And then this is a Truma 69 liter. And we actually flipped the door. You can flip the door and it comes opening this way, but we flipped it around already. But this is a dual zone fridge. So this is refrigerator, freezer on this side, or you can do freezer freezer or fridge fridge, whatever you want to do. I'll show you the inside here in a second. So super nice slide out there. And then here we have our kitchen. So this is on the same type of slide out. So here we have a dual burner stove, and then here we have a sink with cold and hot water. This unit comes with a Truma combi unit, so it's got hot water and a furnace. We've tried out the furnace already since it's middle of winter here in Colorado, and it works very well. Here's a little better view of the kitchen and the sink. So with the Truma Combi, you can just have it set up inside, and then the hot water automatically makes it over here. There is a folding faucet there just like that. And then our dual burner. This doesn't come with a cover. That's going to be a modification here soon. Stay tuned for more videos. And then under here is actually tons of storage space. So we've got all of our kitchen stuff in here. Well, most of our kitchen stuff. And yeah, we've got pots, pans. We got full-size pans here. Yeah, and then there's a hole in the middle you'll see there, and that's so you can run the drain hose down into a bucket. So yeah, super handy. And down here on the bottom are all the manual controls. And then again, we flipped the door because normally it opens this way, and we decided that you know, if somebody's over here cooking and stuff, it's kind of a pain to wedge in here and open it. So we flipped the door to this side, and then you'll see there is tons of room, and it actually goes like there's a shelf here, and then it actually goes all the way down, like all the way down in there. And then you can if you need like all this space on top, you just lift this piece. I can't do it with one hand, and then it opens like that, so you can stack all the way across and then have some stuff down in there. Or if you need taller space, you just flip that over, and then you can put like tall whatever. And then on this side is the freezer compartment, and it also has its own cage. And then this thing is huge. You can turn this into a fridge as well. This middle divider will actually come out there, so you can also make it like a gigantic refrigerator. Or, you know, turn this into a fridge as well, and then put all your beer. On the passenger side here, on the back side of the fridge, is the cubby for the battery. This just comes with a general AGM battery. Stay tuned. The next video, we're going to be upgrading this electrical system. Right next to that, it has a mounted up 2000 watt Renogy inverter. I already had an inverter, but hey, 2000 watts in here, can't complain about that. Up here on the top is a big storage tray, so we can put our chairs, you know, whatever we need up there. Over here is the back side of the kitchen slide. So this is the back side of the kitchen slide. There's not much to be seen in here, but we do store our wheel chocks, the levelers, and then some extra poles for the awning. And I just wanted to show you, this is what you get in a camper like this. So look at that plumbing and wiring. Everything is just outstanding. And you can see the negative bar there, as well as the battery cutoff. So yeah, everything here looks put together really well. There's the back side of the Truma Combi right there. So super cool. Everything is built extremely well. Right next to this cabinet is the outside shower. So this is super simple to use. You get this handle with the shower head, and you just lock her in there, push it in, and it's in the off position. And all you got to do is turn this, and then that turns on your water, and then you can regulate your temperature just like that. And then you just pull that, disconnects. And we've just been throwing that in here for now, since we can't really use water at the moment. So guys, the reason why we ended up on the Mission Overland Summit is because it's very similar size to our old Escapade. The floor space is actually exactly the same. The big difference here, we still get the teardrop style, so we can tow it just like a small teardrop, but the roof pops up and we can stand inside and put our pants on. Super important. I never needed an inside kitchen. We've always loved the style of camping that we got out of our old Escapade. Everything was outside. We cooked outside, we hung out outside, and this just gives us that. And there is a bonus inside. I'll show you that here in a second, but let me show you how easy this is to open up. Even my wife can do it. She is kind of short, a little bit, but she can open this just fine, close it just fine. So yeah, let me show you how easy this is. It's super cool too, because this thing is like a tank. So it opens up like this, and it kind of stops there because these gas struts are pretty strong. So all we got to do is lift her up a little bit. And I can actually stand right underneath of it. So, and it's actually tilted a little bit back because our driveway slopes away from the house. And yeah, I can stand under it. And then we just have a couple of retainer deals there, one here, one on this side. And then super easy, we just push up. How cool is that? Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look on the inside of the Mission Overland Summit. So you'll see it does have a table in here, and it does become the bed. I know I've complained about that in the past, but you know, we thought back to our old Escapade, and we pretty much never hung out inside unless it was really bad out, like rain or whatever. So 99% of the time in the summer, this is just going to be set up as a bed. So, you know, we just compromised a little bit there. Right inside the doorway, there are some storage cabinets. At first, when we picked this up, you know, I was a little afraid of storage space, but honestly, we haven't even filled these all the way up because there is storage there, there's storage there, and then there's this, I don't know if you can see it, I'll show you here in a second, but there's storage across there as well. So here on the left, you just push these little buttons, and then look at that. We've already put all of our stuff in here, by the way, and this one is completely empty. This one, we've just got our, I don't know, like some jackets and vests and just kind of some random stuff in there. Down here is the converter. There's not a lot going on with this because this unit does not have 120 outlets anywhere in here. You have to use the inverter that's in the box, but this does charge the battery. And the good news is this is the newer unit with the auto detect lithium. So that is important. Over here, this one I've just stuck a like blanket in here, but essentially it's empty Costco blanket. I'm sure some of you have seen that already. There's a bungee cord which is actually for the rooftop. And you close it. Down here is dog stuff. We've got our first aid kit. We've got some games and stuff in here. And down here is kind of our catch-all. So since this is a weird angle, they stuck a Velcro cover. It's actually pretty handy because this is like our quick grab stuff. So like cleaning supplies. I have to go through what's all in all these. I don't even know what's in these, but quick grab stuff. There's like flashlights, things like that. I'm gonna have to get the fire extinguisher out of here and maybe put it out here. I'm not sure why they mounted in there, but dog chain and some fire starters, stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool little quick access area right there. In the front of the seats, there's a couple of speakers, Bluetooth radio, which is super, it actually sounds pretty good. I usually just use a portable Bluetooth speaker, but this doesn't sound too bad. There is a carbon monoxide detector, and then you'll see 3 vents right here. 1, 2, 3. So what those vents are for is, if you look over here, is a true Macombi. So this thing's super cool. This is a water heater slash furnace combo. So yeah, super cool. We've already tried the heater. I haven't tried the water heater functionality of it yet, but I was really surprised on how quiet the furnace is. I basically can't even hear this thing run compared to the Propex that we had in the Escapade. This thing is whisper quiet. Down below is a switch bank. They did install and connect 2 switches that don't do anything, so we can use those for upgrades. The next one over is a water pump. This one are the exterior lights on the outside, and then this one are the lights inside, and there are a couple of LED strips that are underneath of this little lip here. Those are super cool. There are some reading lights there too, which I'll show you in a second. There is a 12-volt style plug, and then USB, and then a voltage meter, which here soon we'll be doing something with that. I'm sure you've been waiting to see how tall it is in here, and I've got plenty of room. So this is standing back by the door, so I'm standing right at the door there, and I can actually walk basically all the way to the table here. So yeah, plenty of room to stand up. Even when the bed is set up here, I can actually stand here and put my pants on, and my shoes, which is great. So right in the canvas here, there are a couple of windows as well. So window there, and window on this side. And then there's also another layer with a screen so you can get airflow. On the roof, there's our handle to pull it down, and then there is a smoke detector there. And then mounted over here is a remote for a max fan. So this is super cool. If you're laying in bed, there you go, there's a power button, and it opens up and turns on automatically. I love it. I love it. That's super cool. And then you can turn the direction of the air, as well as set it by temperature, and open and close it. So yeah, and then there's again power button. It'll shut off and close down. And it does have a rain sensor as well, so if it starts raining, it'll shut off automatically. You can see the little reading lights there. They just have a touch button to turn those on and off. Alright, so here is our seating arrangement inside. So there's a cushion here. Under here is the true Macombi. So you can see that there is a little bit of storage. I've just been sticking the dog bed right there. And then this one is a huge storage compartment. We haven't even put anything in there. It's completely open. The table is on a Lagoon mount. This is a true Lagoon, not the Chinese one I put in the last camper. And then under this cushion is another storage, so we can open that up. And I haven't cleaned this up since we played with it, but in here we've put our tea or coffee kettle, some cleaning supplies, and there's some like beach towels, and then this super cool kitchen caddy. Stay tuned for that one. So we'll flip around to the other side. There is another cabinet. In this one we have chock full of blankets. I just stuffed them in here. I could probably do a little bit better, but this is also where the water fill and stuff is, so not as much storage, but you know, there's plenty here. There's the exhaust for the Truma, but you know, this is plenty of room for blankets in case it gets cold. And then they use these super cool cabinet handles and locks. So very positive connection. I mean, these things are crazy. All the doors are, these are all like cutting board material, but super thick. So there's that input for a zero breeze air conditioner, or if you want to use like a EcoFlow air conditioner, that's what that's for. We've already mounted our little shoe holders, one there and one there. We haven't really, I've seen a lot of mods on the Facebook group of people hanging a bunch of stuff and storage and having storage all along the walls, and right now I am hard pressed to find why I need to do that, because you know, like that cabinet and this cabinet and this cabinet are all empty. So, but we did put some command hooks up so we can hang jackets and stuff. Alright guys, just to give you an idea of the space in here. So here's our lagoon table. This thing is super heavy. It's like a big butcher block cutting board, and yeah, both of us can sit here pretty easily. If we really wanted, we could get 4 people in here, so basically right where you guys are, we could set like a little camping chair. We can sit across from each other. Somebody can sit here, and then we can move somebody over here and we can maybe play some cards or something. So there's actually more room in here than you would think. And this also gives you idea, perspective. So those 2 big storage cabinets are to my left and right, and then I'm sitting on the other 2 where the Truma is here, and then the other empty cabinet is here. There are some great windows. I'll show you those windows in a second. Let me show you how the bed sets up. So since this is super heavy, what I do is remove the tabletop first. And then we undo the leg. And just set that down on the floor. And I have actually put some Velcro here on the metal so this doesn't slide out. We just take this table and set it down. And then this cushion becomes the middle part of the bed. These are very slippery, and I did get some anti-slip mats that you put in like cabinets and stuff, and that just lays underneath it here so these don't slide out. But let me show you. This is a standard length queen. On their website they say it's a little skinnier than a queen, but this is more of a full size width. So, you know, if you're thinking about one of these, keep that in mind. This is more like a full, but this is pretty much, you know, this is plenty big for us 2 and the dog. It gets a little cozy, but, you know, it's not bad at all. The cushions are actually a lot thicker than what you'd expect. These are 4 inches thick. They're soft when you sit on them. When you lay down, they're a little stiff. So we'll be adding a mattress topper in here. Let me show you the windows here, and then yeah, we'll finish up. Alright, here are the windows. So they have some latches here that you just turn like so, and then you just push them out and they click, and you have this cool like open air deal going on. And this is actually where the kitchen is, so you know, somebody could hand you some coffee. And then there are some shades or some screens that come down, and then from the bottom is a shade, and you can click these together like that, and then have half privacy and then still have air coming in. You can adjust it as needed, or you can close it up all the way like that. So super cool. There's one on each side, and then you can open it up just like that. All right, guys, let's get the 270 awning set up. First thing I got to do is get the straps, so store those inside. And I finally remembered what that bag was for. It is a little bit breezy today, so we'll see how this goes. So this actually can be put together with its own weight, so you don't need to worry about plastic breaking like the old one. I don't know if you can tell, I don't know how wide angle I got here. It's not so bad. So there's some loops that are built in here, and that's where these straps go. There's a hook, and then we use that to strap on the other side. It goes all the way around over the door, and then what's really cool about this one, this awning, is it also opens this way. Same thing, there's a strap on this side. Alright, so very easy to set up, and then there are 3 legs that are built in. You just twist these like so. What I really love about this setup is I can actually stand in it. This is storage space to store the extra poles. Just in case you need it, there's 3 extras. Look at all this room. We got tons of room to cook, tons of room to play, sit around. Yeah, super fun. Another great thing about this camper, aluminum. Aluminum outside, it's got a foam core, aluminum on the inside, and then they line the inside with some fabric. You see here, there's just some spray foam, but yeah, this is super thick aluminum. There's a skid plate on the water tank along with a little bit of insulation there, but look at that. Look how thick that is. Crazy. And then that skid plate is thick aluminum. I mean, super thick. And it goes all the way along the bottom. And you'll also see from down here the timber and axle suspension. So yeah, ready to off-road for sure. I also wanted to point out that you can stand on these guys if you can reach it anyway. So yeah, there you go. If you need to get up on the roof and do anything. Guys, I forgot to mention that the camper also comes with a shower awning for the shower port, and I had the dealer not mount it up here because they always mount it right above where the fender is, and I wasn't sure if I wanted it there or not, so I elected to mount it myself. It's just sitting in the garage. It's another OVS, but it's a little shower awning, so you can get a little privacy out here. Let me go ahead and show you how I shut this thing up. Super easy, so let's go ahead and do it. So, first thing I do is take out these extra poles. And this one. These have their own bag, and then I just take that and store it right next to the kitchen in here. Easy spot to store that out of the way. The next thing I need to do actually is to undo these poles. What's great about this awning is it's self-supporting. So you just put those poles up. I love this awning already. With these metal hinges here, we can leave this up while you put the legs up, and you don't have to fiddle with holding this thing up and supporting it and worrying about the plastic hinges breaking. Alright, so there's just these lashing straps that hold these poles, and I tried to show you earlier, but there's these loops up here which the hook goes into, and I just hook it to the roof rack there. Just bring it around. Super easy. Then we got the other one. So same thing on this corner. And I just hook this one to the cargo rack. Alright, see how well I can do this. They need to stack on top of each other. Yes. Alright. One thing I always forget are these straps. Okay. Alright, so I did learn that I need to roll these straight up instead of at an angle. So it keeps it uniform all the way across. wasn't so bad. I did it myself. There we go. And then I just have one of these little bags to hold the straps in so they're easy to find later. So just in here, that's where I keep these. Easy peasy. Well, I guess we should probably, I guess we're doing a full teardown. I'll do the lid as well.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were gonna bungee cord it like you're supposed to. No.
Or I could do this.
Okay, never mind.
Easy. Let's go like that, ready to drive down the road. All right, guys, that's our new Mission Overland Summit. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I don't know if you can tell, but I am super, super excited about this camper, way more than I ever was with the E-Pro. And I get my excitement back of the Escapade, but as you can see, I can stand in it. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're doing a few mods to this thing, new batteries, I don't know, a few things. You gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned for adventures in this thing. It's gonna be great off-road. We're gonna get into some backcountry adventures. So hit that like button, hit subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see updates on the Mission Overland Summit, and we'll see you on the next one.